Alright, so today we're going to continue working with these problems. Raise your hand if you finished the eraser section. You're all done with the eraser section. I should see your notebook open. That's how I know that you're looking at the eraser section. Follow directions and you'll earn your things back. That's how this works. Alright, raise your hand if you finished the journals. They came in packs of 4. Journals were a little bit trickier. They came in packs of 4. Did anyone finish the folders? They came in packs of 5. Or what came in packs of 10? Pencils. Pencils came in packs of 10. A couple of you worked on that. Okay. So today, we're going to mix up partners. You might have the same partner, you might not. It's just going to be luck of the draw. I want everyone to make sure that everyone has the same thing. So if your partner has done something that you have not, that does not mean they just copied from your notebook. They still need to build each one and write it down. Okay? Because after we finish this, we're going to start looking at what strategies did you use. And if your strategy is just I copied my partner, you're not going to be able to answer that question. So we need to make sure we're thinking what strategies are we using to figure out how we did this. Go ahead and put your counters inside your notebook. If you have a bag, you could just leave them in the bag. That's fine. And I'll start calling partners. What were some strategies you used to figure out how many erasers or how many folders or how many notebooks or journals or whatever it was called? What was a strategy that you were using, either with the counters or when you're writing your equations? You tell me. William, what were you doing? Okay, did you have to start over every single time? Sometimes you had to start over. One thing that Gio and I talked about actually yesterday is when he was making his groups, he might have a group here, a group here, a group here, a group here, and he needed to make another group of 2, adding another pack of erasers. He just added one more group to that. He didn't have to completely start over. He already knew he had 2 groups. He could just add one more group. Did anyone else do that with their counters? Kind of adding on. Yeah, I thought I saw a lot of you doing that. What was another strategy you used? Ashlyn?
On the 5s and 10s, we just added 10 more because we knew quickly.
Well, how did you know so quickly? What is that called when you're able to count by your 5s and your 10s? Do you remember what that's called? It has a name. Billy, you want to help her out? What's that called? Skip counting. You do not have to write this. I'm just listing what strategies you used. A lot of this, you were able to skip count. Raise your hand if you were able to skip count your erasers. Skip counting by 2s. Raise your hand if you're able to skip count the journals by 4s. 4s are a little harder. Whatever was 5s. Were you able to do 5s? Were you able to do 10s? Good.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Good. What other strategies did you use? What did you use, Bria?
Sometimes I use the strategy of the counters, but instead of making where at least a little bit of the counters touch each other to make a little groove, and then it will be easier to count it. Maybe just count it at a time.
Very good. So did you have yours arranged like this, Bria, or did you have them kind of all over the place like this?
I didn't have them all over the place. I had them in line.
Like this one?
Not like that one. Just a little bit of each row is touching the other.
Okay. Okay. Did anyone arrange their counters either up and down like this or side to side in their groups? That is a fantastic strategy, and you might have heard this word before. When you arrange them like this, it's called an array. Raise your hand if you've heard of that before. A couple of you have? Yeah, an array is just when you arrange things in rows and columns. Let's pause here and add that to our math vocab. So get out your writing and vocab notebook. Turn to the math section, and we're going to add the word array. Any other strategies you use when we were solving our eraser problem, or the folders, journals, pencils? Anything else that you remember doing with your partner, Dorian? I forgot. Any other strategies you remember doing? I want you to take a minute and look at those charts that you filled out, or the ones that you have filled out. If they're empty, that's okay. And I want you to look at what are some things that you're noticing in those charts. So let's look at the eraser chart. This is the one that came in packs of 2. Look at that one. Is there anything you're starting to notice? Any patterns that stick out to you? Just really anything that you see? We're looking at the eraser one. Kylie, what's something you see?
It started to count by 2s, and then it ended at 4.
All right, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8. This one's 2. One pack is 2, 2 packs is 4, 3 packs is 6, 4 packs is 8. Ashley, what did you notice?
That in every row, we're just adding 1 or 2.
Ooh, I love that. Say it again.
In every row, you're just adding 1 more 2.
In every row, we're adding 1 more 2. Our 2 is our group. Does that make sense? We're adding another pack. So another group of 2. Look at your repeated addition equations. One thing I'm noticing is if I look at the 3 packs, how many 2s do I have in my equation?
3.
What about in my 4 pack? How many 2s do I have in my equation? 4. Billy, why is your notebook not open? So we're starting to notice skip counting in the equations. We're starting to notice that we're just adding another group. Anything else we're starting to notice? All right, you might need this extra piece of paper. How many packages will I need to buy in order to have 10 erasers? On the next blank page, I want you to try and solve that problem. You don't have to copy the problem, but see if you can maybe draw some pictures that would help you solve that problem. I want 10 erasers. How many packs do I need to buy? What I am seeing, which I love, is I'm seeing you guys draw a group, some kind of box or pack, and in that pack, you're putting 2 erasers. Kind of looks like a Lego, but it's an eraser. So I have 2 erasers now. I gotta keep going. I need 10. Here's another pack. 2 more. How many erasers do I have now, Ashlyn?
4.
4, not 10. Right? So I gotta keep going. Quickly, Billy. Where am I at now? Go ahead, Kylie. 6, not 10. Not 10. Gotta keep going. Where am I at now? Gia? 8, not 10. Not 10. Another pack. Where am I at now? 10. How many packs did I need? Dorian? 5 packs. 10 erasers, but 5 packs. How many groups of whatever do I have? How many groups do I have? William?
2.
Groups. How many groups do I have?
5.
I want you to write this under your picture. 5 groups of, now William, how many are in each group? 2 equals 10. Are you ready for me to blow your brain? Because I'm about to say something and some of you are going to be like, what? No way. Are you ready? The words Groups of. I want you to do this on your paper. Just the bottom sentence. The word groups of means multiplication.
What?
So you have been doing multiplication for the last 3 days.
What?
And you didn't even know it.
I didn't see the secret.
So watch this. 5, that's my groups of. Groups of, that's what that symbol means. 2.
Multiplication.
Give yourself a pat on the back, because guess what? You know multiplication now.
I didn't hear it. Wait, third grade.
I did. Tricky.
Wow.
Alright, I'm going to leave this up for a second so you can get it copied, but then I want you, we're going to do a little bit of practice changing groups of into a multiplication equation, just so we're used to that. Ashlyn, question.
Then what's in division?
We'll get there, but right now we got to worry about what groups of is. Okay? I want you to write 7 groups of 2. If you have space underneath, you can write it underneath. If you don't have space, you can turn the page. Yes, that's why we're doing this. Alright, someone help me turn that sentence into a multiplication equation. Kylie?
So we have to do, each group has to have 2.
Okay, so how many groups am I going to do?
2.
How many groups? It tells you how many groups.
7.
7, so let's draw 7 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Put 2 in each.
No, it's math. How many is going to go in each group? Gio?
2.
2. You can either write the number 2, that's fine, or if you want to put 2 dots, that's fine. Whatever makes your brain happy. I'm going to put the number because it's just faster for me. But if you would rather have dots, that's fine. And we should chill out. Some people's first time hearing this. Alright, what could be my addition equation? Addition. You want to add to solve this. Dorian?
2 plus 2 plus
Hang on. I can only write so fast. 2 plus
2 plus 2 plus 2
how many 2's are there?
7.
7. There are 7 2's. Right? We have 7 2's. I need 7 2's. Either add that up or skip count. Once you have the product, that's the vocab for an answer, multiplication equation, raise your hand. Once you've figured out the product, raise your hand. Either add it in your notebook or you can skip count 7 times. 4, 6. Hunter, what you got? Oh, let's try it. 14. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do one more tricky part. Now we're going to write a multiplication equation. Think about what I started with. I can write a multiplication equation. Billy? 7 groups of 2 equals 14. Go ahead and write down your multiplication equation, Gio. What she's doing is I'm helping you learn math. Yeah. Alright, I want you to do 6 groups of 5 in your notebook. I want you to draw the picture, a repeated addition equation, and then that multiplication equation we just learned.